If you keep running into the same problems that I did with balancing food, population, and regional wealth, then the topics I cover in this video will be extremely valuable to you and your success in Manor Lords. Now, keep in mind, this game is super early access and there will be patches that potentially change some of these strategies dramatically. The developers have made us aware of this, however at the moment, these tips will be of utmost importance when maintaining and growing a healthy economy in Manor Lords. I also have a video up on food production as well, so feel free to check that out, and if you can, help support a growing channel by liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. Thank you guys for watching Altered Gaming TV, let's get rich! The first big key mechanic to understanding when successfully building and maintaining a healthy regional wealth is the Burgage plot management. I spoke a bit in my last video about how Burgage plots affect food production, as you can see behind me. But here, we're going to look into how they are crucial to building our economy. The issue I was running into with my Burgage plot infrastructure was a result of my trying to put as many houses down as I could, wherever I could, to have enough families to work jobs effectively. So I was ending up with a lot of plots like this. And if you see here, the difference is this plot has a second little hut here, and that's providing a whole nother family housing, as well as providing more workers to work on my farm. What I learned is that one house on the Burgage plot with a long property line and veggie crops may provide an influx of food, but down the line, I'm neglecting a valuable means of regional wealth income, and here's why. So, for example, a plot like this, one family, cool, I'm getting some food, definitely more food than that one family needs. However, when we jump back over to this plot, now I have two families doing that, so I am getting more production out of this plot, but this is where it financially pays off to have two families on a plot. Once the Burgage plot is level 2 like this one here, I receive 1 coin per month per family on the plot. So in this case, I'm getting 2 coins a month just for having two families on this plot. Now, when I upgrade this to level 3, which I will be doing very shortly, I now have space for 4 families on the plot, and each family now receives 2 coins per month. So this one plot is going to be pulling in 8 coins per month, just this one alone. Now when I zoom out, and it shows here I'm on my way to having 50 families, or space for 50 families to live. 50 times 8 is how much I'm going to be making every time the church bell rings. And yes, the church bell rings on the 1st of the month, as to kind of keep you paying attention to the date and time, I suppose, but it's a fun little fact. Now, if I come over here, this is where mid to late game you need to utilize other forms of resources, resource production rather, on your Burgage plots. This farm, for example, is a bakery. So it is adding, I don't have any right now because it's August, I haven't yet cropped my wheat, but these will pump out bread certain times of the year, adding variety of food to my market, which is running a little low right now, but that's okay. I also have chickens because eggs, and this I don't recommend doing early, but chickens have eggs and you can feed your population throughout the year depending on how many eggs you're getting. More chickens. I'm trying to find my Fletchers. Here we go. My Fletchers. They're making war bows, and that's going straight into my trade post. And I think I'm selling right now. Yep, I'm selling right now. So that is a big reason why, even though I kind of missed a couple here, most of my Burgage plots, as you can see, all have second family housing. And I got some more going up right here. So huge benefit to have that, especially once you start upgrading to level 3. And then you can start producing things for trade. Alright, so now we're going to talk about trading. At least the knowledge that I have of it so far. The number one thing you want to be sure of when you're placing your trading post is that you're remotely close to your trade point. This is where your trades are going in and out, importing and exporting, so you don't want them to be too far. You could place it right here on the edge, however, that's going to leave me pretty decent ways away from my storehouse, which is where most of my trade goods are coming from. So I found a nice about halfway point between the two, and I put a road going directly, almost directly to it. So when I'm exporting, I'm having my families that are family 2 and 3, which I'll explain in a minute, pick up the goods here. In this case, iron slabs I'm making, and then they're coming down the road, dropping them off here, going back, getting more, dropping them off, so on and so forth. And then just a short distance for the carts to come in, pick them up, buy them, and then leave, come back again. If I had it right here, it's funny, you can literally see them going in and out, in and out, in and out. And what I was saying about the families here. So I just recently found out that this first family, they're the ones that are going in and out. I got one right here. They're on the horse. Always buy them horses. And they're coming in, picking up their goods, paying you, and leaving. Rinse and repeat. The second, third, and fourth family, they are the ones retrieving the goods or dropping the goods off where they need to be, whether it's the storage or if it's the marketplace. Last but not least about the trading post itself, you want to have ox in, because what that does is it provides these families right here the ability to carry large amounts of goods rather than by hand. So you're getting a bunch of goods in. They're coming in with the horses, grabbing it. It's just the most efficient way to do it, especially if it's placed properly. Next, we are going to talk about something that I just did intentionally so I can show you what to avoid. So I've been creating a bunch of these iron slabs, and I do not have it set for export right now because I saturated the market with them. They actually started at 4 gold per slab, and I sold so many of them that the price actually cut in half. And that's indicated right here with the global market supply, little yellow arrow pointing down. It even says right here, oversupplied. Prices are lower than usual. So there is a way to correct the market, and that's by simply switching it to from export to no trade and letting time fix that. Eventually, the people out there in other regions will need more iron, and the price will go back up. So, ideally, if you really do plan on just pumping one specific good into the market, always have a backup that you can switch to. And you can do them at the same time, but I would just rotate. That way you can avoid that saturated market markdown in price. I don't have a second right now, but I do plan on coming over here soon and starting to dig up this clay deposit because of roof tiles, I believe go for 5 gold. Let's take a look. Where are they? Here they are. Roof tiles. Oh, they go for 8. Way better. And they're made really fast too. So I can get over there, get that, and alternate between iron slabs and roof tiles until, here's my next suggestion, until you can make war bows. Once a Burgage plot reaches level 2, like we were speaking about earlier, you can then start making Fletcher's workshops out of your Burgage plots. they absolutely crank out warbows to the point where I didn't even realize how badly I saturated the market last time I did that, and I was selling warbows at 1 gold for God knows how long, and it took a while to correct the market on that. But again, you can pay attention to your trade post and rotate your items. You can stockpile, sell once it starts to oversaturate. You're stockpiled on the next, you switch to that, and you have a continuous flow of money on top of your Burgage plots paying you monthly just for simply existing and having residence. So we fast forwarded a bit, and I have some money in my regional wealth now. And I did that by doing just what I said I was going to do earlier, and I turned some Burgage plots into Fletcheries, and so I've got 1,000 warbows. I oversaturated the market like I had also discussed, which is why I was only getting 1 regional wealth per bow. So I just flipped to that from export to no trade, just temporarily, until it goes back up. Same story with the iron slabs, got rid of that. I did get the roof tiles, like I said. I brought my road up. I created my mining pit, which is all out of clay. I'm actually going to hold on to it in case I decide to get the deep mine upgrade, but I am going to take this guy out of it. I had to extend some logging camps out this way while I repopulated the area with forest through my forester over here. Just going to move them. And I kind of neglected my fuel, but that's okay. We're working on it. I'm just going to double check that. Fuel is going to be here. I'm importing, let's do 40. And I'm still paying out the ass for it because I did not upgrade to better deals yet. So I got to upgrade to better deals and eventually get some deep mining. I have 1, 2, 3 development traits unlocked here. As of right now, I believe there's 6 that you can unlock. So we'll see where that plays out. But I will be upgrading my Burgage plots to level 3 here soon to get that 8 regional wealth per month. In order to do that, I'm in the process of farming some wheat and some barley so I can supply my tavern and I can have more sources of food at my marketplace. So, for example, I need the tavern supplied, and I need clothing, which I also got to work on. I have a few houses, or Burgage plots, here with goats, and I finally got to having a hunter to collect animal pelts as well. So, where are you? My tannery is going up. That will produce leather, and that will be a second form of clothing for the people. So all these will be pulling in that 8 regional wealth per month for me, and that's just going to add to the trade profits that I've been making already. So like I said, 5,000 isn't a lot. I just wanted to show you that these techniques and strategies do work. I just suggest making sure your people are fed enough before you start wasting all your families and resources towards making money. So with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching all the way through. Wherever you are in the world, you have a great day, a great evening. Stay blessed.